Hello, what's good? It's your boy Colin. Got week 8. It's crazy, we're already on the week 8. NFL, you know the podcast, gotta keep it going. Um, let's post on Insta and Snap that we are live. Um, throw that on there. Throw on Snapchat that we are live. And throw the um 1 second and boom. Throw that in the story. Throw that into Okay, perfect. Hello. I kind of have the usual podcast set up, you know what I mean? Got the tier list, talk about the games this week, talk about fantasy here, and yeah, we'll go from here. Jack should be hopping on the show in a little bit. Just letting people know that we are live on YT on the YouTube channel. We'll do tier list. Uh, no, let's start with tier list. This was a crazy week of NFL action, to say the least. Actually, let's move it up a little bit. Alright, let's double check as well. We got audio. You're. Okay, we got audio. You're chilling. You can hear my voice. What's good? Go back to last week's. Make sure we got the tier list from last week's set. Yeah, I didn't talk too much about this. Okay, got that up from last week. Yeah, so we'll go over tier list. I had some crazy games this week of football. A lot of upsets that were just kind of surprising. Obviously, we had like 20 bye weeks last week, or well, it was like 6, but you know they were all big games, and a lot of players were hurt. Um, so we'll start with the tier list. Um, let's see, last place. See they have one of the highest potentials in the league in the next couple of years. I'm just saying that now. Dan Campbell is a great coach. I think he's a great coach. Who doesn't want to play for that? I mean, they've almost pulled off quite a few upsets. I mean, if you look at the game against the Rams, lost by 9. Like, that's not bad at all. And they were doing really well. It was a one-score game. Um, Going into third quarter, I want to say it was. What was it? Was the right here? Yeah, they were down by 6 here, and 15-yard or 15-play drive that gets picked off. Jared Goff. I basically sealed the game. So I mean, if you're a Lions fan though, you gotta like the future, how the future's looking though. This year's definitely a wash. You guys are definitely going to just hope, just get the first pick and then go from there. See who you draft. But yeah, quarterback and a few pieces, like a draft or two away from having a really good team. I like Dan Campbell as a coach though. I'm not gonna lie, he's a pretty solid coach. Um, next up, I mean, there's gonna be the same bottom teams are gonna be the same every week. I mean, um, I think I'm just gonna go with the Jets. They're trash. They are straight up terrible. The worst part is their root, like Zach Wilson. I've been saying this. He's a solid QB. I would say he's one of the better rookie QBs. I'd say him. No, honestly, I'll say I think he might be the best rookie QB. Him, Fields, and Mack are the three best rookie QBs. I'm gonna say that now. The only problem with Fields and Zach Wilson is their teams. They just are trash teams that they just can't help them out. Okay. But yeah. Next up, where are they at? The Dolphins. You out almost no, you did. You out Falconed the Falcons. Tua is not the problem in that team. I'm sorry to tell you. Tua is not the issue. It's not. He's a solid QB. He looked pretty good. He had a few turnovers, and they're gonna just flame him for it. But he's a good QB. He looked well. He made some good throws, made some good plays on the run, used his feet, extended the plays. I don't know what happened. That defense last year looked strong. They're getting shredded this year. The offensive line, there's no offensive line. The Tua is running for his life. I don't know what happened to offensive linemen, but there's just no more good offensive linemen. I feel like good, solid offensive linemen. Like there's a very high shortage. There's like the all stars. So you got the all stars up here. You got the good, and then you got the average. The difference between the good and the average is just tremendous. Average is like allowing a few allowing the average offensive line is averaging allowing 2 or 3 sacks a game, where it used to be average would be you still get 2 sacks, a sack or two a game. Now it's if your average O line, if you're only allowing 4 sacks, 3-4 sacks a game, it's dumb. I don't know what happened to offensive line, but it's a big part. No, not a lot of teams want to do it, or not a lot of teams really want to get into it. But yeah, Dolphins, yeah, pretty tough there. Now, do I go? I don't know where to rank the Jaguars and the Texans. You know what? I'm gonna go Jags Texans. Where's Texans at? I'll go Jags Texans. Texans hopefully should be getting Tyrod back this week or next week. Should be coming back soon. And I think with Tyrod, this team can at least get a couple wins. Obviously, they lost to the Cardinals 31-5. But yeah, if they get Tyrod, Tyrod I mean, they were really good with Tyrod at the beginning of the year, but we'll see. And then obviously Jaguars. They're just the Jaguars. They're not going to be great. They're not going to be bad. They're just going to be pretty mid. They'll lose a lot of games, but they'll play all right. Um, I don't know if I want to put the Falcons here. How many? They have 3 wins now. Yeah. I mean, all 3 of their wins are against the Giants, the Jets, and the Dolphins. But, yeah. No, yeah, I'll put the Falcons here. They almost lost to the Dolphins, so. Put the Falcons there. Good win, but still not better than a lot of teams. Um, I'm gonna go Washington, and then I'm gonna go Philly. Um, Washington's defense just has not been there. They were like they were supposed to be this amazing defense. They were supposed to be so good. They did well this week against the Packers. If it would only been a 7-point game if Heineke actually didn't just drop at the end of the end zone or right before the end zone. So I mean, and then Eagles are the Eagles. Jalen Hurts is good. Just protect him, dude. Just give him something. Giants. I want to say this is the ranking, but let me just make sure I'm not missing any teams. Yeah, no, I think that was good. The NFC East teams. Just clap it up for the NFC East. Beautiful. Well, we got 30, 29, 28, 27. We got 26, 25, 24 for the 3 other teams in the NFC East. But yeah, Giants, they get a jump up from down a little bit lower. Good win against the Carolina Panthers. Daniel Jones looking like. Hold on, I gotta put a little showing of this catch because you gotta respect how good of a catch it was. Daniel Jones catch. Daniel Jones Beckham Jr. Look at this. Danny Dimes. What a catch. What a catch. Danny Dimes, baby. Wow. I mean, look at this. Bop. What a catch, dude. That alone just puts them up a little bit, but still. Yeah, they're above the other 2 teams in the NFC East. So yeah, good win to the Giants though. Now we're looking at the mediocre teams. I want to say, yeah. Colts got the win this week. What is their record now? 3-4? Okay. We're gonna look at the mediocre teams now. I think I gotta put them here. Seattle. They need Russell Wilson. If they don't have Russell Wilson, this team is just bad. They've been bailed out by him for years, and obviously they're still getting without him. They just can't win, really. So yeah, Seattle. I thought they could get the win against the Saints this week or during this game, but it was overall just a bad game for both sides. So I don't really know. Now who goes here? this comes down to a few teams. This comes down to the Panthers or Panthers, Niners, Bears. I'll go Do I want to go Panthers? No. I'll show the Panthers a little bit. Give them an extra. Oh, actually, never mind. They still hit this tier, so it doesn't really matter. I'll do that for now. Niners 2-5. I can't. There's just no way I can argue it. Panthers have looked trash these last 4 weeks. Like Sam. No, what? No. I'll give the Niners that. I mean, this game was just terrible for them this week. Like, it was just a bad game in general. Like, the weather was just horrible. And that's why there's so many turnovers and stuff. But, yeah, Carolina's bad. They're just not great. And then, I mean, San Francisco kind of got toughed this week that they had to play in that weather, but, you know, whatever. I'm gonna go Colts here. Colts just beat up the Niners just because they got the win. Puts them at 3-4. And then I'm gonna go Bears, Broncos. I think. Where did I have the Broncos at last week's? Oh, I had them at B tier. Yeah. Yeah. They definitely dropped to bottom B instead of top B. Or like, where were they at? Wait. Oh shoot! They actually got. They actually went up. Did I have the Colts above them last week? Oh, right, I had Niners above them. I had Niners, I had Panthers above them. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. For the simple fact of Chicago, even Chicago doesn't want what their situation is right now. Matt Nagy needs to be gone. And they need to build an O-line. Justin Fields is a good quarterback. He's a good rookie quarterback. He's made mistakes, but like with the coaching aspect, like they literally told him a lot of his turnovers this week was like a lot of them not his fault. One the other went through Mooney's hands. The other one, the coaches literally told him he had a free play, and so he's like, oh, okay. And so he took his free play, took a shot, got picked off, and turned out he didn't have a free play, so it was a pick. I think he fumbled twice. I could be wrong. I don't know much about the fumbles. I didn't watch the game, but from what I could tell, a lot of the turnovers weren't supposed to be his fault, or from what I heard. So just protect him. And then Denver, they're just so frustrating to watch. I watched the game. Desean Johnson is a good right back, though. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts getting some more. He's gonna stay as this like number 2, number 3 running back until what's it called gets back. Until Chubb and Hunt are back. He's gonna be the number 1 running back, but once one of them gets back, then he'll be the backup for now. So he's still gonna be good. He won't have as good of games this week, but he's a solid running back, dude. Our run defense isn't great, but like he gashed us, dude. And Keenum got his revenge. Teddy just looked bad, dude. I don't want to root to bring Locke back, but I honestly think you have to give Drew Lock at least a shot. You gave him that one against the Ravens. I think now, though, Teddy is in the hot seat. Teddy is completely on the hot seat. If the Broncos don't win this week, if they don't win, and Who are we playing? Denver's playing Washington. If Teddy Bridgewater, every drive that Teddy does, he's going to be watched. If he messes up at all, if he throws, I think they'll give him the first quarter. If he's not effective in the first quarter or the first half, Drew Lock's coming in. They were going to bring him in the middle of the Browns game, but then he went down they gave him one more drive. He went down the field, looked great, scored a touchdown. Then after that, he looked bad. He just checked down to the tight ends on third and longs, and it just overall was not very good from Teddy. But yeah, the only reason the Broncos went up is because other teams had even worse weeks. Colts got the win. Good for them, but we'll see if they can keep it up. That was just overall a shit show of a game. I'll get into why I'm kind of pissed about that game later as well, but yeah. Now there's two teams here. No. Alright, we're just gonna rank it the way. I'm just gonna keep with the rankings here. Pittsburgh play this week? They didn't. I didn't think so. I knew they didn't, but I just didn't think of it. Saints, they got the win. They're the worst. I think they're the worst 4-2 team. So, right, still here, or 2-loss team, I should say. I think they're the worst 2-loss team. That still has 2 losses. Yeah, they definitely are. They're the worst 2-loss team left. And then Steelers, they had a bye this week. Where did they have them last week? I had them up a bit. They dropped a little bit just because some other teams had really good weeks and played really well. And kind of showed why they're there. Oh, wait. Yeah, and then I'll go Patriots here. Patriots won this week against the Jets, right? Yeah, they put up 54 points against the Jets. That's why they get a nice bump up. Patriots looked really good. They're just such a weird team. Mac Jones either plays really well or he plays really bad. I don't really know. This is kind of, once you get to about here, once you get to the Seahawks, so these are just kind of like the bad teams. They have potential, but still just bad. And then this is this is like the mediocre slash like really solid potential, or the mediocre slash like I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do each week type of teams. Raiders could get added to that list, but they're a little bit. Actually, are they next team? Nah, Vikings. I'll do that. I think that's gonna be the ranking. Steelers didn't play. Saints got the win in an ugly game, but still won. So, you know. Patriots dropped 54. Mac Jones looks great. There you go. Vikings had a bye this week, so nothing really to report there. But still, they're a pretty good team. They should fight for playoffs this year. Raiders got it done. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know where this is coming from, but they got it done. So fair enough to them. I still don't think they're the real deal. I don't think they're a playoff team. They could be, but I just don't think that. I think they fall apart again later in the year. But yeah, well done. Chiefs. I'm giving them 1 or 2 more weeks until they drop down to like here, or to like here. I'm giving them 1 or 2 more weeks. They need a win this week. Who do they play? I don't think they have a bye this week. Who do they play? They play. Only the Ravens and Raiders have byes this week. Why can I not find who they play? Oh, they play the Giants. If they lose to the Giants, no, yeah, they're dropping heavily. I'm gonna give them the benefit of doubt and say that they're just off to a Super Bowl slump type year, and they'll bounce back. But yeah, no, they have not looked great. I'm not gonna lie. From here on out, these teams I would say are Super Bowl contenders. These are the contenders list. From here, I don't think I'm seeing anyone I'm missing. So this is where it gets tough because obviously a lot of teams have lost to a lot of bad teams. The question is who hits that top five? Who hits the S tier top five? And then how do I fill out the rest of the A tier up to here? How many teams is that? 2, 4, 6. So there's 11 teams left here. So let's filter out who the top 5 is. So we have Bucks, Rams, Cardinals. Bucks, Rams, Cardinals, and Bills. And then one of these teams get to the top 5. And then the rest stay around here. Let's go with first team. I'll go Browns. They're just hurt. They got a win against the Broncos this week, but they're just hurt. When they get fully healthy, they could be really good, but for now, that's where I stick them. See, this is where it gets tough because there's one team right here. You guys can see, two teams actually are sticking out because they have really bad losses, but they're usually they're not the greatest. Besides Titans. Titans are decent usually, but this team, what the fuck is this team? Like, Jamar Chase was labeled a bust. Why they took him over Penei Sewell? Everyone was like, this makes no sense. Why would you take him over Penei Sewell? That's the worst decision ever. Jamar Chase is like this year's Justin Jefferson. I mean, he's literally like he's similar to him, at least I'd say. He's just dominating, dude. It seems like every year we're getting this one rookie receiver that's just dominant. Justin Jefferson, the year before was actually last year was like a good year for receivers. Justin Jefferson, Claypool, Judy looked alright, CD looked good. CD still looks good. He's the number one receiver on that team. Yeah, I don't know. This is a weird year because I don't know how to rank them. Let's go Cowboys. Ravens. Let's do that. Chargers didn't play this week, right? I don't think Chargers played. Yeah, no, they had a bye. I'm just gonna go. I haven't looked into too much of the Cowboys. I'm pretty sure they had a bye this week, though. I want to say they're on bye. Yeah, they look good, but Titans, dude, they are steamrolling, dude. Blew out the Chiefs. Blew them out. The fact that the Chiefs scored was kind of surprising. And because it was total just domination from the Titans. They didn't even have to score in the second half. Their defense just made the Chiefs' offense look like shit. Like, Mahomes got hurt. 206 yards and an interception. Mahomes led in rushing. You know it's bad when Mahomes is leading in rushing. Bryson Pringle is your number one receiver. And then I mean, look, Tyreek did nothing. Kelsey did nothing, really. They fumbled 3 times. I mean, and then look at the defense. How many sacks? 1 sack. Compared to 4 sacks on Mahomes and 9 QB hits. It was a blowout. Like, there was nothing to it. It was a blowout. And they completely deserve that to get blown out. And then I'm gonna go Ravens Bengals. Bengals just absolutely dominated the Ravens. It was a good game, but yeah, no. 41-17. Jamar Chase again with 201 yards and a touchdown and 8 receptions. And Burrow's just cooking right now. Like, they are a prime Super Bowl contending team. And also, look at the jump up from them. From bottom A to almost top of A. Ravens took a drop, though. Just because I can't put them in the top 5 with how they play. Or how they're just so inconsistent. They'll play really good against and dominate the Chargers. And then they'll look like that against the Bengals. I don't know. They're just fluky. They're still a good team, but they're just a bit. They're like a really good fluky team. Now, you know what? No, I'm doing that. Bengals are top A tier. They look really strong. Chargers had a bye, so I could easily see them jumping back up to S tier. But yeah, no, wow, really good. Now, go Packers. Uh, yeah, I'll put Packers there. They only won by 14 against the football team, but still, good win for Packers, and they move in the top 5 for the first time this year, which they were knocking on the door, just needed one big loss from one of those top 5 teams, and they got the loss. So yeah, good win. Bucks stick at 4. Now top 3. Obviously, we know who number 1 is. Now, the question is it Bills or Rams? Rams, I'm going to stick with the Bills at 2, and Will Card's 1. This is where we're going to stick with the tier list this week. Few small changes to the bottom there. Jacksonville goes up a lot. And Jets drop because they injured Zach Wilson and got blown out by the Patriots. Giants get a nice bump up because they got a good win. Obviously, I could put the Falcons. They have 3 wins, right? They have 3 wins. They're just not very good wins. I'm still putting the Giants above them. I don't care. Actually, I'll put Falcons above Washington. That'll be the tier list for this week. We'll put Falcons can go above Washington. Washington's not very good. Colts get a nice jump from bottom C to mid C to top of B or bottom B. Patriots get a nice jump. Actually got a big jump there. I said I was gonna drop Broncos last week to C tier if they lost again. They lost the Browns, but other teams looked worse. They just looked a lot worse than the Broncos this week, so that's why. San Fran took a drop after that loss to the Colts. Actually, pretty hefty drop. I had San Fran too high. And now, let's actually, you know what, I'm going to quickly do a nice little comparison to beginning of the season. What was it, week 3 here? So the difference between bottom week 3. Oh, this is what I'll show me on Twitch with it. Difference between week 3 and what we're at, week 8 now. Bottom 5 has stayed the same, besides Falcons move out, and yeah. Then we have, let's see who jumped. Bengals from bottom C tier up to top of A. Big jump for the Bengals. Vikings move up to here. Chargers get a nice jump. Seahawks drop. Niners drop. Broncos drop. Cowboys go up. Dolphins take maybe from middle of the pack to bottom of F tier. A lot of the other teams have stayed pretty mediocre. Chiefs with a big drop from number 2 in the league to B tier. Or it's bottom A tier. Should be B. Could be B tier, but I'll stick with A still. Yeah, not much. The big movers were Bengals, Chiefs, Dolphins, and that's about it. Most teams have stayed, and Broncos. Most teams have stayed pretty similar in my rankings. So, yeah. Pretty good though. Pretty good tier list this week. Am I in Discord? I'm in Discord. Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure that I was still in Discord. Now, let's move on to fantasy. As you can see, even with all the buys, still got the dub. And you'll see two new faces in the team. I was really hoping J.D. McKissick had like 15, 20 points, but he had 9. Not too bad. DeAndre Swift, 28.4 points from me. Popped off. A.J. Brown, 27. Popped off. DJ Moore had 13. Not bad, but what else can you ask for? Fant didn't play very well. Duvernay had 10 for me, and the Cardinals defense played really well, which was nice. Darrell Henderson bust this week, same with Chuba. Cooper Kupp had 38 again in his revenge game against me. Still lost, but had a good revenge game. And then, obviously, I had Najee and Dalvin out this week. And Keenan. And I did have Zeke out, but as you can see, he's not on the team anymore. Then Pat dominated. Conant just didn't set his lineup. Had 3 buys. And has 2 bench slots. Justin, 166 points. Big win against Jack. Jack's team shit the bed this week. 1.8 points from Damian Williams. 3.6 from Allen Robinson. All the big pieces I made in that Stephon Diggs trade. Not looking too good. I mean, heck, how many he only has 2. And the 2 players he shipped out of our trade. He got D-Hop and he has 18 points, so basically the 3 players he got out of my trade put up a combined 22 points this week for him. So I think I won the trade eventually over time. Mark Andrews played pretty poor. Yeah, a lot of big poor performances for him. Besides Kyler. Kyler still put up 20, which was helpful for him. But yeah, Brady 24 for Justin. Jonathan Taylor at 18. Dearch Johnson he picked up in the middle of the league had 25. McLaurin and Waddle had 25 and 15 respectively. Dallas Goedert had 12. Damian Harris, 2 players that I had Damian Harris, dropped him, and then Dearch Johnson I was gonna pick up and dropped, and decided not to pick him up. Both popped off from this week. He's got Chubb still hurt. He had CD and Deontay on buys, and Tim Patrick just didn't play very well. But yeah, pretty good week there from Justin. Jack finally takes the L. Takes an L for the first time this year in fantasy. Big dubs here. Excuse me. Boone got the win this week. Moves him up to 3-4. Mahomes did just shit the bed, but still got the win. Galladay didn't end up playing, but yeah, Boone made the Brady trade, got Jamar Chase out of it, and Marquise, and they both ended up having 35 and 19. And then Jacoby Myers just can't find the end zone. I don't know why. He had Drake on his bench, same with Tanyan, who both played well this week. And then Javonte as well, who played well. And yeah, Boone's gonna get a lot better though. He's got a good team. He really fixed up his team with that Brady trade. He now has, with everyone healthy, he's gonna have Mahomes, Kamara, Montgomery, Chase, Cooper, either Higbee or Tanyan, and then he could choose between Marquise Brown, Jacoby Myers, Drake's, Emmanuel Sanders, and Javonte, which, Boone's going to be a decent team now. He fixed up his team very well. Hunter got a dub this week against Logan. Logan didn't realize AB didn't play, and most of his players just disappointed. Besides Jalen Rager, he had 16. But, and he had Lazard on his bench, that played well. But, he had a lot of buys. He had Mike Williams and Austin Eckler, who were two of his better players on buys. And he started Nyheim Hines, who had 2 points. Where Hunter had a nice week again. Devontae, Mike Evans, Pitts, Debo, all popped off. And then Jacobs and Mixon did decent. And then Jalen Hurts played well again with Herbert on bye. And then AJ had a bye this week, so nothing new from him there. We will get into the moves of this week. Oh, did the moves happen? Oh, right, they happened last night. I forgot about that. Anyone drop anybody that I would want? Drop Sonny Michelle. Nah, I don't want Michelle, though. Never mind. Alright, anyways. Let's say 27th, so I picked up Cardinals defense. Hunter picked up Elijah Mitchell. Jack picked up kicker for the week. I picked up McKissick for David Harris, so it's a bad move, but hopefully McKissick will get the work in this future. Justin picked up Dearch Johnson, Damon Harrison dropped Gallup, and Lindsey. I made it so kickoff punt return yards count, and then I got to work and made a big boy trade here. We traded Ezekiel Elliott, Khalil Herbert, and Darrell Williams to Sean for DJ Moore and DeAndre Swift. This was a really nice trade. DeAndre Swift is looking like an absolute baller. He's getting all the work out there in Detroit, and he had, look at that, 8 receptions, 96 yards against this really nice Rams defense. And DJ, he looked really good at the beginning of the year, but as Darnold has declined in play, he has gotten a lot worse. But he averages 13 a week, or 10 to 13. He gets at least like 10, 13 a week, so has high potential and a high floor, so I'm fine with it. As well, I picked up Desean Watson. Watson should be getting traded soon, whether it's to Denver or I don't think it'd be Denver, but to Miami or to I don't even know who else wants him. Who else is looking for a QB? But yeah, this week we had a nice lineup playing up against Conant, so it should be a nice easy win. I decided not to drop Matt Ryan yet because I wanted to see who's in free agency first. Um, let's see. Who do I want to pick up? Who's projected total points this week? Anybody? Tyrod's back. Jamal Agnew. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I might pick him up. Why is Ray McLeod? Oh, because he's the punt returner. Or kick returner, whatever. Amron St. Brown, how do you do? He only had 10. Yeesh. I think I'll pick James Conner up just because he hasn't looked great this year, but actually, or how good has Michael Carter been? It's 16. Not great looks here in free agency. To be fair, Christian Kirk could be a good pickup though. Yeah, I'll pick Kirk up. I'll pick Christian Kirk. He's just best in free agency basically. I'm not saying to target him or anything. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm just being dumb. I forgot. I actually I need to pick up somebody that's IR eligible so I can throw, is there anybody here that's going to be, I can throw on IR and just wait on a little bit. When's Raheem Mostert? Is Raheem Mostert going to be back? No. Okay. DJ Shark just went on IR. I could just throw Marquez Valdez-Scantling on there, and until he gets back. Yeah, I'll pick up Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That's how I was trying to say it. Drop Christian Kirk. And activate Judy. Oh. Oops. I forgot. Oh, I can just do that. Perfect. Nice. Okay, well, Judy's now back, so that's nice. I'll just throw Marquez Valdez-Scantling just chilling on there. I'm just gonna hold on to Jeff Wilson, wait for him to get back, and hopefully he'll be a decent player. And worst case, if somebody goes down, I can throw him in there playoffs wise, or I can make a trade packaging him on my bench for some pieces. Excuse me. I'm not gonna start Judy this week because I want to see how he fits. I'm still really happy with my running backs, and I'll start I don't know if I'm see now I have AJ Brown here. I'm kind of like, I don't know if I start AJ or if I start Keaton. Who's he playing? Indy? Yeah, I don't think I could drop him. I'll drop Keaton for this week, and we'll see. I offered a few trades up. Try to get Herbert. Try to get Tyreek. See if any of them want that, or try to get a Stephon Diggs trade. All basically the same trade, but yeah. And then check the other leagues. This one got dubbed this week, won by 17. Let me throw Carolina or Arizona's thing on there. Running backs are my only problem in this league. So I'm gonna start Daryl Williams this week, hopefully. Unless I don't know. I don't know who I'm gonna start in this league. If I'm gonna start Javante, um, or if I'm gonna start Daryl. I don't know. We'll see who I start. But yeah, just because I have Saquon and Clyde on IR still, so kind of tough. But yeah, hopefully you'll get a dub this week. Um, this league I have Danny Dimes starting this week. And yeah, I kind of have a similar situation in my other league where, see, I mean, the only difference is it's Stephon Diggs instead of DeAndre Swift. But I think I'm going to start AJ this week, but I'm not totally for sure. And then running backs wise, I'm pretty chill. Tight end is the only position where I'm kind of 50-50 on. Let me see if I can get Arizona's defense of this league. If they're still here, they are. I'm going to snag them for this week. Actually, who are they playing? Oh, ooh, I'm not going to actually do that. I'm going to keep Broncos defense this week. I'll pick up Cardinals next week, I think. Because they're playing Green Bay. And that's going to be a shootout. Oh, right. I was trying to make a trade for a tight end. This league, I like my team. I got a lot of good depth. Saquon out. Kind of sucks still. I can now drop Younghoe Koo as the Bills are back. Wow, Allen Robinson. Oh, hello? What's good?
What's poppin', G?
Not much. Just finishing up fantasy this week.
Bro, 3 straight losses for me.
Damn.
So,
I finally broke my streak of losses by getting a win, in even with Zeke, Najee, and Dalvin out at the beginning of the week. Got the win and ended up making a trade to make sure I got the win.
yeah.
I traded Zeke, Daryl Williams, and Khalil Herbert for DeAndre Swift and DJ Moore. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just feeling lucky just because, it, Antonio Gibson just look bad every week.
Yeah.
And then, Tyler Lockett's doing nothing because Russ is out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you had a trade last week in order. What was it again?
Well, it was supposed to be Gibson and Galladay for, Darrell Henderson. That fell through, so didn't end up happening.
Oh, what was the other? No, there was another one. You're getting a big receiver. Forgot for who. There was another trade, or not last week, the week before. Sorry,
Um,
I don't remember what it was.
I think I got a receiver.
Okay, I don't remember what the trade was. I just remember you said about that.
Well, yeah, in the beginning of the year, Shane gave me his whole team for Devontae Adams.
Oh, let me throw. All right, let me throw your picks on here. I forgot to add them. I just remembered to add them on here. Who did you? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Did you think the Browns were gonna win last week against Broncos?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Packers. I think we had similar picks. Let me see. Packers. You had Chiefs. I had Chiefs as well. That was a L. Pats. Panthers. Ravens. Did I have Ravens in that matchup? I did. Fuck. Raiders.
Yeah, that was a tough game.
And Colts. And okay. Alright. Let's go over picks. So we got, first off, I had Broncos. You had Browns. I did that prediction at like halftime when they were down by like a score. I was like, I think they could pull it back. They did not.
Broncos up to
Yeah. Luckily, we get Judy back this week, so hopefully he'll be a big help.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Both had Chiefs. That was an L.
Oh no.
They are terrible. I had Giants. You had Panthers. That's a dub. L for you.
Yeah, dude.
Danny Dimes, baby. Daniel Beckham Jr. out there.
Yeah.
What a catch. Absolute goat.
Yeah, that was sick. The only time Brady could have been there
Super Bowl.
too.
Both had Packers. That was a W. I had Falcons. You had Dolphins. So,
Dude, that game was so fucking close.
yeah. And then the the Dolphins out Falcons the Falcons. The Falcons blow a 15 point or 14 point lead, and then get end of the game drove on.
Yeah, right.
It's ridiculous. Um, both had the Patriots this week. That was dub. Absolutely just steamrolled. Like it wasn't even close. Poor. I feel bad for Zach Wilson, dude. He got hurt too, which is tough. He's good. Just poor. I saw that. I was like, I didn't even know Flacco was on the Eagles. I was like, huh. I thought he still on the Jets. I don't know. Ravens. Both had Ravens. That was an L. The Bengals, dude. Wow. They're legit. This was their big prove it game, showing that they're truly contenders. And my goodness, they honestly could get I don't think they'll get first round bye, but right now they're fighting for that first round bye. They're the number one team right now in the AFC, which is just ridiculous. Eagles. I had Eagles. That was an L. They played the Raiders. Yeah, I thought the Eagles were gonna pull through because I don't remember what it was, but like interim coaches like their second game of the season or the second game have like a really bad record, but Eagles are just shit. I don't I don't know his name. Let me look it up. Yeah.
We play West to Central City tomorrow.
Big dubs. Big dubs incoming.
We beat them in the regular season.
Hey, are they streaming the game somewhere?
Maybe.
You gotta you gotta get Coach to go and I gotta get Mr. Reynolds to go and stream that game.
Yeah, it's at Phoenix. That's the neutral site.
Oh, okay. Phoenix is a pretty shit place to put it though. I think that no, I think that's where it usually is, isn't it?
Well, Phoenix has the Nemesis facility where it's
Oh,
at.
I'm thinking. I keep thinking of the wrong team.
I think it's Mexico.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of Mexico because they were shitfield. I think Mexico was the team I got a yellow card against. I want to say that's what it was.
Oh
Only.
no, didn't you get a yellow card against Mexico?
No, it was. I came in at the end of the game. I remember I like asked coach like 20 times to come into the game, and I was like, I just like kept asking her. She's like, fine, go in. I came in for 20 seconds, got a yellow card, and got sent back off.
I don't remember that game.
I don't remember, but yeah, I literally came in for 20 seconds, like took the keeper out, and then like got sent back off with a yellow. That was great. Oh yeah, the interim coach is Coach Rich Bisaccia. I don't know. Yeah, I have no clue how to say his last name. But yeah, Rams got the dub this week against the Lions. That looked close, but obviously, difference between Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford really showed there. Cardinals got the dub. I think everyone kind of knew that was the case. Bucks got the dub. That was bad. Did you see that with like literally most of the turnovers that Fields had wasn't his fault too, which is like the sad thing. Did you see that his first pick, the coaches told him they're like, this is a free play, take a shot. It doesn't matter, it's a free play. So he said, oh, okay. So he just instead of taking a sack or whatever, like he decided to fucking chuck it up to his receiver because he's like, I got a free play, let's go. Got it picked off, and then they were like, oh, right, wasn't a free play actually. So
That's crazy.
it's ridiculous. The Bears are just the Bears are the Bears. So uh,
I think the Cardinals are favorites.
really, I think they could be, but I don't know. They're really good. I'm keeping them number one in the rankings for now, just because they're still undefeated. But who did they play this week? Packers. We'll see if they beat the Packers. They're legit.
Listen, dude. Outside of the Rams, no way they beat them in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they're a good team, but they're inconsistent. They're they're always inconsistent.
I think they'll lose to the Cowboys. I think they'll lose to the Seahawks. I think
Hmm.
they'll lose to the Rams the second time, and I think they'll lose to the Packers. I think they'll be 12-5.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see that happening. I don't think. Yeah, I can see that happening. They're a good team, but we'll have to see if they how they go against really good teams. Besides, like
Yeah.
their streak. Niners Colts. I had Niners. That was an L. That was such a shit game. That game should not have been played.
Horrific game of rain.
Yeah, like there's literally hurricanes going on outside, and they fucking played.
Dumb.
And then Saints beat the Seahawks. That was a dub for me. Overall, oh, what'd you say?
I took the Seahawks.
Yeah, you took Seattle.
Shit, dude. I gotta stop that behavior.
Geno Smith, baby. Right now. Overall I went, was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 2, 3, 8 and 5 this week, which brings my record up to 47 and 22. Or 27, I mean, 47 and 27. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 and 5 as well. So both went 8 and 5 this week, putting you up to 52 and 22. So still got 5 more picks correct over me right now. But now that all those buys are done, there should be some good games this week. All right. First game of the week, Thursday Night Football, Packers Cardinals. I'm taking the Cardinals. I'm just gonna ride. I'm riding their hot hand. Fair. Panthers Falcons. Yeah, I'm gonna go Falcons. Ooh. I don't know. That's such a just weird game. The Panthers have been Atlanta are -3 favorites right now. I'm gonna give Panthers a bounce back win this week and say they beat the Falcons. I could very well see this go to the Falcons though, but I'm gonna give it to Panthers and just hope they get a bounce back game. Fair. Dolphins Bills. Ooh, that'd be cool. Hmm. Ah, okay. Yeah, should be interesting though. I think Bills get that dub pretty easily. Titans Colts. I'm gonna go Titans. After they lost to the Jets, they just have been unbeatable. Derrick Henry has decided, hey, every team, you are my bitch. Did you see? It's like they did the rushing leaders. It's Derrick Henry, 869 yards. Like next highest is like, I don't even know who it was, but they had like 520. He has like 300 more rushing yards than second place. Yeah, that's just dumb. But next up we got Niners Bears. I'm gonna ride the Bears, but that's I just really hope that they don't fuck Fields over this game. What do you think? Niners? Fair. Both teams looking for a win. Steelers Browns. I don't know who's gonna be back this week. Baker's still questionable. Chubb and Odell are questionable. I'm gonna take the Browns on this one. Even with Case Keenum in, I'll still take the Browns. That's fair. I think the Browns are just literally gonna take the ball and shove it up the Steelers' ass. Just gonna run it up their ass. They're gonna give it to Dearness Johnson and Nick Chubb and just say, "Here, have fun," and just run over the Steelers' defense. That defense is shit. They're just gonna give the ball off Nick Chubb or yeah, I think it's Chubb's gonna be back this week and just have them bulldoze over the linemen. Just run it up their ass. But I think I fucked the terminology up at first, but we're good now. Eagles, Lions. Know what? Fuck it. I'm taking the Lions, baby. Give me the Lions. Getting their first win of the season. Let's go. Lions are getting a win. Against. If Philly loses, this is going to be so bad for Philly. But I don't care. I'm still going Lions. I'm riding the Lions. Bro, the best thing is about this next matchup is at the beginning of the year, this would have looked like a shit show. Just tank bowl. But now it's an absolute ass whooping. Bengals, Jets. Yeah. Ooh. What defense are in free agency too?
Steelers against the Browns, Broncos against the football team, Jags against Seattle, Jets against Cincy, Washington against Denver.
I'm taking. I would say Broncos defense versus Washington may be the best defense there. I'm starting Broncos this week, so. Yeah, Washington's offense isn't very good, and Denver's defense is looking to just absolutely hit somebody after. Like, Fangio is definitely pissed right now, and he's just gonna tell the defense, just, hey, fuck up anybody. Like, just unleash chaos. And plus, I mean, the Broncos' the corners have been really good this year. Just the defensive line and linebackers have not.
Yeah,
They've just been injured to hell, like the hell. I think hopefully Vaughn. I don't know if Vaughn's playing in this game or not. Vaughn did not practice Wednesday. He would be questionable. So, yeah. Also, Broncos just traded for Kenny Young, who was pretty good. He had like a sack and like 6 tackles in the last game with the Rams.
yeah, that's the
But all right. Next one we got Rams Texans. Even with Tyrod back, it doesn't matter. Yes, should be a blowout. Denver Washington. I would take Denver. I think they stop. I think we could see Drew Lock in this game, but I still think they get the win. Denver gets the dub. Yeah. Yeah. They're 2-5. They beat the Giants, the Falcons, and have lost to the Bills, Chargers, Saints, Chiefs, and Packers.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Broncos at home.
Fair enough. Um, Next up is the Patriots Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Chargers. If New England gets this win though, that looks really nice on their schedule here. We'll see. Next up, we got Jags Seahawks.
I'll take the Hawks, man. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be a close one for the Seahawks.
No, give me Urban Meyer, baby.
Oh my god.
Give me Urban. He's gonna grind out the win, bro. No one was happier when the John Gruden stuff leaked than Urban Meyer. Like he literally like he was under like so much shit. Like that shit would have lasted at least another like month, 2 months. But and then the whole situation with Gruden happened, and everyone just clowned Gruden instead of him, so he just got off scot free basically.
Good that they got him out of there.
Yeah. Um, Saints Bucks. I'm gonna say the Bucks, but I feel like the Saints will keep it close.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'll take Bucks. So, what do you think about this?
Okay.
What? What do you think about me trading Antonio Gibson and Kenny Galladay for Jones?
I I don't know how to feel about Joe Mixon. He's like obviously definitely get rid of Galladay and Gibson. You need to get rid of them. But who some running backs I would look to um who has DeAndre Swift in your league?
Nick.
I would try making a trade for Swift if you can. Offer him something similar for Swift. Who's offering you that? Did you offer that trade to someone or did they offer it to you?
No, I'm just picking my brain.
Okay.
You think Swift? You think Gibson and Galladay for Swift?
That's a great pickup. Or that'd be a great trade for you. I don't know how to judge Mixon because like obviously he's a good running back, but he's just highly inconsistent. Um, if you could trade Gibson for like maybe like a James Robinson could be a good trade for you for him. Getting somebody like I mean Jonathan Taylor would be hard to get in it, but if you could get like Jonathan Taylor out of it, excuse me.
Should I offer this, or is that not even worth trying? Is there no way for me to take that trade?
Who?
Nick.
I would offer it, and I would just like let a few people know that to just like call up some people and that have like players like Swift, James Robinson. Eckler's a good one. Eckler's a good shout coming off a bad week and then a bye. See if you can move him for him. And when you're trying to trade Antonio Gibson, one thing I would definitely let people know and look at and say is tell them about like the stats so you can see you say oh well look he had 15 17 21 that week. I mean he had a couple receptions every week, you know, and only one touchdown in those games that he had those points. So he had a lot of points in games that he didn't get touchdowns, meaning he's got good upside. And sell the upside aspect of it. If you talk to somebody and sell them upside, that's how I've gotten a lot of trades done.
That's true.
Because even though he's on 2 bad weeks in a row, if you say, look, against Buffalo, Buffalo's got a great defense, and the fact that he had 17 points was a great game and stuff like that. And just kind of sell that, even though literally it was off one 73-yard catch touchdown. Basically, his entire points were from that game. You can sell that game as a good game.
That's true.
So
What about going Darrell Henderson?
he's not bad. He was disappointing this week, but overall, I think he's a decent trade target. I would definitely say he's a good trade target. He's getting the production, and we didn't think he was going to get that type of production that he's getting. So yeah,
Maybe him for like Miles Gaskin and Dante Parker.
I mean, if you think he could, or they would accept, who's got him?
Chris.
If you think Chris would, yeah, you could definitely try selling that to him. Again, you'll just have to do some smooth talking to get him to bite on the Gaskin, because Gaskin is so inconsistent. But the 2 weeks he did pop off, he had 32 and 20. So if you a lot of trades, just sending them through, you're not going to be able to pull it through. But if you talk to them like on the phone or whatever while you're trying to pull the trade through, or talk to them at school about it or whatever, you could definitely get a trade for either Darrell Henderson or uh Darrell Henderson, um James Robinson, yeah, Mixon's not. I don't know how to judge Mixon still. Someone like Eckler, just like, yeah, if you try to talk through the trades with them, then I think you can move a trade. Or DeAndre Swift. Swift would be, if you can pull a trade for Swift right now, you're looking great.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
What about this one? I try to trade Cordell Patterson for Miles Gaskin and Tyler Lockett.
I wouldn't try to acquire Cordell.
Try to acquire him.
I wouldn't try to get him. I think, yeah, he's getting the target share at the moment, but it's only gonna last for so long, and it's starting to. I mean, we saw it last week. He only had, he had 18, and it was literally one touchdown stopped him from only having 10 points. I mean, he's not a bad pickup. He's not a bad trade, but
Not him then.
I mean, if it comes down to it, if it comes down to either like Joe Mixon or Cordell Patterson, I think Cordell has better value than Mixon. But it all comes down to who you think's gonna boom better.
Lockett or Miles Gaskin? What do you think about that?
Lockett,
You're a Seahawks fan. You gotta see him.
yes. If he, who else does he have?
On his team?
Yeah, he's got Cordell. Who else does he have? 'Cause, yeah, if you can, I would definitely look.
Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, Chase Claypool, Jarvis Landry,
And then what's his running backs? Cordell and who?
Leonard Fournette.
Ooh, Fournette's not a bad trade piece either. He's the number. Honestly, if I were you, who's your? What I would try doing is going to him, offering him something like Gibson. If you can't get trade Gibson for someone like Swift, Henderson, or James Robinson, I would go to him and see if you can pull like a Gibson Lockett for Cordell Fournette, and then what's one of his receivers besides like Claypool? Who's his bench receivers?
He has DK, Terry McLaurin.
You could probably get Claypool actually in a trade. You said he had.
Cordell and Leonard Fournette for Lockett, Gaskin, and Josh Jacobs.
I would not throw Jacobs in that trade, but the other two, yes.
Lockett, Gibson, and Gaskin.
I would. I think I would do if you're throwing Gibson. If you're throwing Gibson and Lockett in there, I think you should see if you can um, get like one of his extra receivers from there, either Jarvis or Claypool. Thank you, said he Claypool. I'd try throwing one of them into the trade with Cordell and that, and then if he goes back and asks for Gaskin, see if you could upgrade as well. But
So, what do you think of this one? Leonard Fournette, Cordell Patterson, Jarvis Landry for Miles Gaskin, Antonio Gibson, and Tyler Lockett.
if you're throwing Gaskin in, I would try getting Claypool or
Gaskin doesn't do shit for me. Like,
I know that, yeah, but if, like I said, you gotta sell the trade to him. I every trade I've made so far in fantasy, I've talked to the person while I'm making the trade with them and convincing them to make the trade. That's how I was able to pull the trades off, is because I'm able to convince people with the fact of players having good games. Like I've just been flipping waiver wires to I've flipped so many waiver wire players just to get trades through.
I just took a screenshot of the trade and just texted him like, hey, when you get done with this.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad.
Are we done with sports?
I think we got two more. Yeah, we got two more. Got both the last two late night games. Got Cowboys Vikings. I'm gonna take Cowboys. I could very well see the Vikings pulling this upset off. I want them to, but
Yeah, I agree.
and then
Nice.
yeah, I too. And then Chiefs Giants. I'm taking the Giants, baby. Let's go. Danny Dimes gonna absolutely have a field day. I'm running with the Giants in this game. Jeez. Is
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs. There.
fair. I think Saquon might be coming back. He could be back by this game. Either this game or next game. He should be back. I think next game, but if he gets back for this game, then definitely it'll be a different story. But I'm taking the Giants. They did me well last week when I took them. So, all right, picks are done. Thank you, my friend, for hopping on the show.
Pleasure anytime.
All right, are you dipping or?
Yeah, yeah, I'll talk to you next week.
All right, sounds good.
Um, how shit goes.
All right, talk to you later. Peace.
Yeah, peace out, bro.
All right. All right, chat. It was a good. That was a pretty good week, I would say. Um, hopefully this week I'll go over quickly just these last matchups, and then for this week, and we'll see how prediction wise supposed to go. Um, I should blow out Conant this week. He actually said, he said his lineup for this week at least. Well, kind of. He still has Cordell and Robert Woods on his bench, but yeah. Cat versus Justin. This should be an interesting one because Cat gets Thielen back this week. He's also got a bench slot open. But yeah, it should be a good one this week here. Conant versus Jack, bro. Jack's team is not looking invincible anymore. I mean, look at this. His team it's falling apart, dude. He's still got McCaffrey on IR. He's got what another 2 weeks till he comes back. But yeah. Till then, Jack's team is definitely beatable because he's got to play either Lockett or Robinson. Plus, he's got no Mark Andrews this week, which we'll see how that goes. Sean versus Logan. Logan has no Lamar this week, no AD, and his kicker's on IR. So if he sets up his lineup right, though, he should be fine. Be able to throw Eckler back in. Throw Mike Williams, and then potentially Julio or whoever. And then Hunter versus AJ will be another good one if AJ just picked up, or no, AJ needs to pick up a tight end for this week. And then Hunter's team been cooking. Surprisingly, has been cooking. He's gotta use Rondale Moore this week, which kind of sucks, or Darnell Mooney, but yeah, we'll see. And then Link has a bye this week. Oh, he did pick up Danny Dimes to start. Oh, he did wait, did he pick him up last week to start? I must have missed that. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, tier list picks are done, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Again, be doing this every Wednesday, Thursday, depending if how I'm feeling. Most of the time it'll be Wednesday nights, but sometimes I have to push it to Thursday. So, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream.